defined a product of Schwartz distributions and proposed an interpretation of quantum mechanics, dubbed the structured time interpretation, and a model of physical time evolution. Also, he noted that every aspect of special relativity, very courageously noted that every aspect of special relativity was published by Poincaré in papers between 1898 and 1905. He further noted that Einstein made a mistake on which much of modern physics has been built. He has proposed appropriate corrections. This award is made for these deep insights into all these areas of physics. Ladies and gentlemen, Chandrakant Raju.
Dignitaries on the dais, fellow laureates, friends. I don't usually read speeches, but I am making an exception. First of all, I am extremely honored to be here today to receive this award in this august assembly and in this historic city and cultural capital of Europe. Bernardino Telesio and Galileo Galilei are both symbols of resistance to authority. Therefore, it is apt that a key reason why the award is being given to me is for having pointed out Einstein's mistake. For having corrected it, for Einstein is one of the biggest figures of scientific authority today. At the outset, I would like to state that the issue is not so much with the special theory of relativity, which is a very fine theory. And even though it runs counter to Newtonian intuition, there is no doubt at all that the theory is the work of a genius. The question is, who was that genius? Was it Poincaré or was it Einstein? So that's the first question. And the second question, which follows naturally from the first, is that compared to Poincaré, who was a mathematician, did Einstein, a non-mathematician, even understand the theory of relativity fully? Did he fully understand its implications? And the third question brings us back to the large mass of people who blindly follow scientific authority. Following in the footsteps of Einstein, have they fully understood the special theory of relativity? And if not, how should its understanding be corrected today? And what possible practical value does that correction hold for us tomorrow? It's not simply a priority dispute that we're talking about. Unfortunately, instead of approaching these questions in the spirit of scientific inquiry, people react to them emotionally. Einstein is for them the biggest symbol of scientific authority, and they want to somehow hang on to the story they have heard about him from childhood. The less they know about the theory of relativity and its history, the stronger their belief and the greater their distress that the symbol of scientific authority is being attacked. The issues could be easily settled in many ways. For example, the historical issues could be settled by reading the papers of Poincaré, by reading what Lorentz wrote, and by reading what Einstein wrote. Somehow, most people cannot or will not read those papers, and instead they proceed in a roundabout way by reliance on authority and through dubious guesswork. They guess that scientific authority could not make such a mistake for so long, exactly as people in Galileo's time guessed that religious authority was infallible. They start questioning the motives of the critic and so on. In fact, even in physics texts today, they play their own role in propagating such myths. Most physics texts, fortunately not all, there's some texts which are